Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive on something I bet you think you already know all about. Watermelon.
Oh, yeah, watermelon.
You wanted us to go beyond, watermelon is that tasty summer treat and really get into the health benefits. And I
Right.
think you could be surprised by what we find based on this article from Medical Health blog.
Okay.
It's called 10 Juicy Health Benefits of Watermelon. Nature's Hydrating Superfruit. I mean, pretty catchy title.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. I think everyone kind of knows that watermelon is juicy, but did you know that it's over 91% water?
Wow, that's a lot. It's more hydrating than some bottled water even.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
But beyond just quenching your thirst on a hot day, what does that level of hydration mean for us?
Well, think about it. Our bodies need water for absolutely everything.
Right.
Regulating our temperature, transporting all those nutrients we need, and even for our brains to function properly.
Yeah.
And especially as we get older, our sense of thirst can kind of dull a little bit.
Oh, interesting.
So something like watermelon could be a really easy way to stay hydrated.
Right.
Especially for those who might not be feeling as thirsty as they should be. Keep that mental sharpness too.
That's a great point, yeah. It's so easy to think of hydration as just are you thirsty or not? But it's obviously so much more than that.
Absolutely.
So watermelon can be a delicious way to support, our health, especially for older adults who might not be getting enough fluids.
Exactly. And this article also gets into all the nutrients that are in watermelon.
Oh yeah, there are tons of them.
It's pretty amazing, low in calories.
Right.
But it's packed with vitamins A, B6, C.
Oh wow.
You've got magnesium, potassium in there.
Yeah, it really makes you wonder if people who regularly eat watermelon end up having healthier diets overall.
That's an interesting thought.
You know what I mean? Because it's so satisfying. Maybe it helps curb cravings for...
Well, it's nutritious snacks, right?
That's a great point. It's definitely something worth exploring further.
Yeah. Okay, so now something that I thought was really interesting, this lycopene.
Oh, yeah.
It's the pigment that gives watermelon its color.
It's that beautiful red, right?
Yeah. But it's also a powerful antioxidant. Can you explain what that means exactly in terms of health?
Sure. So lycopene is kind of like a superhero for your cells.
Okay.
It basically neutralizes these harmful molecules, they're called free radicals, that can cause damage to your cells and potentially lead to all sorts of diseases.
Right.
And the article talks about how it might even help prevent cancer,
Wow.
support brain health, and even help with your vision.
That's pretty amazing. It really makes you think about the power of just simple foods like watermelon.
It really does.
But speaking of benefits, I was really intrigued by what the article said about watermelon's potential impact on heart health.
Yeah, watermelon has this compound called citrulline.
Okay.
And citrulline helps to relax your blood vessels.
Which can lower your blood pressure.
Right.
And then on top of that, you've got potassium, which is essential for maintaining a healthy heartbeat.
So that combination, along with, all these other benefits, I guess that explains why watermelon has the American Heart Association's Heart Check certification, right?
Exactly. That's a big deal.
Yeah. But it's amazing the benefits go way beyond just hydration and heart health, right?
Yeah.
I was so surprised to learn that watermelon has anti-inflammatory properties.
Really?
Yeah, because of this thing called beta-cryptoxanthin.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And the article even suggests that it might help with joint pain.
Wow.
And then, on top of that, there are benefits for your skin. The hydration keeps your skin looking good.
Right?
Vitamins A and C boost collagen. And then lycopene provides natural sun protection.
Oh, wow.
Plus, all that fiber and water makes it great for digestion. It seems like this fruit really does it all.
It really does. Like a one-stop shop for health.
Yeah. But before we go too crazy, I am curious about the role of watermelon for people who are really active.
Yeah, that's interesting.
The article talked about some pretty cool stuff about that, especially for athletes.
Oh, right.
Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Absolutely. So remember that citrulline we talked about?
Yeah.
It's not just good for your blood pressure. It can also help reduce muscle soreness after you work out. It can speed up your recovery time, and it can even prevent those annoying muscle cramps.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So combining that with how hydrating it is, that makes it the perfect post-workout snack, right?
It's like nature's sports drink.
Yeah. It's amazing. Okay, but wait, there's one more surprise here. The seeds.
The seeds.
I used to think they were just kind of annoying,
Right, just spit them out.
But the article says they actually have nutritional value.
No way, really?
Yeah. They have magnesium, iron, healthy fats, and zinc.
Interesting. So you shouldn't be throwing those away.
Yeah. And it even suggests roasting the seeds for a crunchy and nutritious snack.
Yeah.
What a cool way to reduce food waste, really.
Absolutely.
But before we move on to some more practical questions about how to eat watermelon, I'm curious about this idea of watermelon as like a workout recovery tool.
Mm-hmm.
Does that seem legit based on what we've been talking about?
I mean, from what we've learned, it seems pretty compelling, right?
Yeah.
The hydration, electrolytes like potassium, and then citrulline's role in muscle recovery.
Yeah.
It sounds like watermelon could be a really great natural way to recover after a workout.
Cool.
Definitely something worth looking into more.
Yeah, totally. All right, so we've talked a lot about the benefits of watermelon,
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
but I'm sure some people are wondering like, okay, this is all great, but how much should I actually be eating?
That's a great question, always thinking about the practical stuff.
Right.
Well, the article suggests aiming for like 1 to 2 cups a few times a week, which seems pretty reasonable, Of course, if it's a super hot day and you want a refreshing treat, you might have a little more.
Yeah. Right.
But that's a good starting point.
Makes sense. Makes sense. What about for weight management? Can watermelon help with that?
It definitely can. I mean, remember we talked about how it's naturally low in calories,
Right.
but high in water content.
Yeah.
So it can really fill you up without adding a ton of calories.
Yeah.
So yeah, it can definitely be a good choice for people who are watching their weight.
That's good to know. Okay, now about those seeds, are they safe to eat or should we stick to just the flesh of the watermelon?
Oh, you can totally eat the seeds.
Really?
And actually, as we mentioned earlier, they're full of nutrients.
Oh, right.
Magnesium, iron, healthy fats.
Wow.
So yeah, crunch away and enjoy those little nutritional bonuses.
I'm definitely going to try roasting them next time.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really good.
But one last question that I think is on a lot of people's minds.
Yeah.
What about people with diabetes? Is watermelon safe for them?
It is. They can definitely still enjoy watermelon.
Okay.
But moderation is key. It's naturally sweet.
Right.
So it's important to watch your portion sizes and how it fits into your overall carbohydrate intake for the day.
Right.
It's always a good idea to talk to your doctor or a registered dietitian if you have any specific concerns.
Yeah, for sure. Always good to get personalized advice.
Absolutely.
So we've learned that watermelon is like a hydration hero,
Mm-hmm.
a nutrient powerhouse, good for your heart,
Right?
and so much more.
It really is.
But before we wrap things up, I want to encourage everyone listening to think beyond just eating slices of watermelon.
Ooh, I like that.
Don't just limit yourself to slices.
Get creative.
Exactly. Watermelon is so versatile. You
Right.
can add it to smoothies, make a salsa.
Watermelon salsa.
It's delicious.
Wow.
Or even grill it. Have you ever tried grilled watermelon?
I haven't. What does it taste like?
It's amazing. Grilling it brings out the sweetness even more
Oh, wow.
and gives it a slightly smoky flavor.
Interesting.
It's a really fun way to experiment with watermelon,
Yeah, that's great. I love that you're encouraging people to get adventurous in the kitchen.
Yeah.
It's so easy to just stick with what we know, but there's a whole world of flavors out there.
Totally. So to recap, we've debunked the myth that watermelon is just a simple summer treat.
Right.
It's actually a nutritional powerhouse with a ton of health benefits.
It really is more than just a sweet and refreshing snack.
Yeah, and I think one of the big takeaways here is that we shouldn't underestimate the power of whole foods. Nature gives us these incredible gifts, and watermelon is a perfect example.
I agree. Sometimes the simplest things are the best.
Exactly. So next time you're at the grocery store, don't just walk past that big, beautiful watermelon.
Yeah.
Pick one up, give it a try. You never know, you might be surprised.
And maybe you'll be inspired to check out some other fruits and vegetables that you've been overlooking.
Yeah, good point. I love that.
There's so much to discover.
It's all about being curious and expanding our horizons,
Absolutely.
But before we wrap up completely, I have one final thought-provoking question for everyone listening.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
So we know that watermelon's packed with benefits. We can eat it in a bunch of different ways, but we tend to think of it as a summertime treat.
Right, like a seasonal thing.
Yeah. So what if we challenge that notion?
What do you mean?
What if, considering everything we've learned about watermelon, it deserves a place in our diets all year round?
Ooh, that's interesting.
Why limit this nutritional powerhouse to just a few months out of the year?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Imagine watermelon smoothies on a fall morning.
Right.
Or adding it to a winter salad.
It would definitely be a good way to stay hydrated year-round.
Exactly. So our challenge to you, dear listeners, is to rethink your relationship with watermelon.
Yeah.
Don't let it be just a summer fling.
I like that.
Explore ways to enjoy it all year long. What do you think? Is watermelon something you could see yourself enjoying even when it's not summer?
You know what? I'm going to try that. I'm already thinking about some fall and winter recipes with watermelon.
Awesome. And as always, we encourage you to do your own research, talk to your doctor,
Yeah.
and most importantly, listen to your body.
Exactly. What works for one person might not work for another.
Right.
That's the beauty of it all.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's been so fun diving deep into the world of watermelon with you today.
Likewise, I have to admit I even learned a few things myself.
Me too. It really just goes to show you there's always something new to learn, even about stuff we think we know, you know?
That's so true, and that's what I love about these deep dives.
Yeah.
Uncovering all these little hidden gems and sharing them with everybody.
Totally. So keep those questions coming, and we'll keep diving deep into the topics that matter to you.
Absolutely.
Until next time, stay curious, stay hydrated, and maybe even try a slice of watermelon. You never know what you might discover.
You got it.